everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. It is beautiful here in Central New York, and it's almost October, and we can still have the windows open. That's amazing. A little bit breezy today, so I have a hoodie on, but all the windows are open. I'm still at my sister's place. Hopefully on Tuesday I get this job, and then I gotta wait probably a week, and then I can apply to some apartments for myself. But there is an apartment shortage in the area, so I just kind of been like, oh. I don't know if you've been watching my other videos. I just got out of a 15-year relationship, so every time you see me, I might be somewhere different because I'm bouncing around. Well, I think I'll be here at my sister's for a bit. I might stay with my mom for a bit. Just, a month probably before I can get into a place. So it's a little chaotic in my life. So I'm not doing any pick-a-piles right now because all of my stuff is in storage. I only brought like 10 decks with me. So I'm just trying to work where I can. So bear with me. These are all going to be random readings as I ease myself back into my spiritual teachings. And I just did a random love reading, so now I'm going to do a random life reading, and we're starting with Believe in Your Own Magic. I love this deck, one of my favorites. I don't know what kind of life reading this will be. I'm just going to let Spirit take the reins and whoever needs to hear this message. And I asked my sister and nephew before they left today, should I do life or love readings? My sister said life. Fuck love. I might think my situation's tough, but she's definitely a stronger one than me. She's got a 3-year-old. She's 6 months pregnant with her daughter, and she's newly single as well. So I'm just glad I can be here to help her out with Kai and the cleaning and, stuff that you don't want to do when you're pregnant. Alright. And keep her company so we're not sad by ourselves. Let's see what is going on collectively for... I know you can't tell because it's kind of like tilted weird, but she decorates very nice. I was walking around, I'm like, wow, maybe I'll have her do my place when I get it. It's very earthy. I'm a Virgo and she's a Capricorn, so we're both earth signs. I'm like, it's very earthy in here. I like it. All these plants. That's how you know earth signs are in the house. I think my brother is a Capricorn too, my older brother. They're like a week apart. My mom and my baby sister are Sagittariuses. Me and my nephew Jake are Virgos. What's November? I'm drawing a blank. Is that Scorpios? I think so. I think 3 of my cousins and my niece are Scorpios, I think. I forgot that I thought I was the only Virgo in my family, and I was like, oh, duh, my nephew, September 12th. He's a Virgo. That was weird. The Sacred Creator's Oracle. Get some more ice. I'm going to try to do your full spread before I get started. That's why I'm bumping my gums a little bit. You know what? I wasn't necessarily in the country, but it was what I call a suburb of the city. Now I'm in the city. So there's like a lot more noise. I'm like, what's going on? I gotta get used to it. Next is numerology guidance cards. Anyway, how's your Sunday going? Or whenever you're watching this, how's your day? Time is relative in the spiritual world. It'll find you when it's meant to. And I'm getting the hiccups, so this is going to be a good reading. One more. I know. It's like a weird energy. I think that noise I just heard was Danielle, my sister Danielle's father. He passed away and his ashes are right there. He's visiting me. I was talking about Danielle before that noise happened. Life Purpose Oracle will do next. We called her father a deadhead because he followed the Grateful Dead for years, and he did our whole basement and my childhood home of all Grateful Dead stuff, all the dancing bears. My sister has a tattoo of a dancing bear in honor of him. I think Hannah does too, my other sister. We have different dads, same mom. I still lived with their dad too. He lived with us for a long time. Alright, the answer is simple. Let us hope it is. Then I might leave the last two because I'm running out of room here. Oh, come on. These cards are sticking today. Maybe it's because they were packed in tight and they got a little squished. I didn't bring very much with me. I think I have like 2 laundry baskets and 2 like reusable grocery bags, and everything else is in storage. I'm literally bare minimum until I get my own place. Straighten my hair today. My head feels weird, so I keep rubbing and touching. On my hair, I want to just be like, cut it right off. This is too long for me. I can't see it. I just cut it too. It grows like a weed. Okay, so let's get into this. We got stars. You can manifest your every wish. Look at you out there manifesting. Number 5 is change. You got a lot of change going on in your life, or it will be coming up soon. Don't fear, my dear, because you are going to rise above it and shine bright like a star. Whatever you're manifesting right now, be very direct in what you're asking for, because you don't want to manifest bad things either. So be careful, because you are, realizing it or not, a powerful manifester. You have thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. Yes. Spirit, you're calling my group to me because you're all in kind of like, maybe not similar situations, but going through something hard. And you're just trying to get yourself up and out of a shitty situation, whether it's leaving a relationship, leaving a job, getting financially stable again after COVID, getting your business off the ground, whatever it is, you're in repair mode and you're trying to manifest your way through it, and I think you're going to be okay here. Ooh, we got bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. You got a karmic energy here. Again, I'm hearing narcissist. I've been hearing this word for 2 days now. I also was in a relationship with a narcissist for a very long time, so maybe that's why they're like, speak to the people like you. I don't know what's going on, or if there's just a lot of narcissism in the world right now. But you need to, maybe that's what you're doing right now. You could be setting boundaries, or this could be coming up soon, or Spirit asking you to light that bitch fire like, excuse me, Felicia, or whatever you need to do. Ooh, yes, you have tower moments crashing down. I feel you. My tower, like, I didn't just have one tower moment this retrograde, I had like 4. So, lost my career, lost my financial stability, lost my 15-year relationship, I even lost my dog temporarily. Pew. I could keep going with these pews. But I'm only saying that because I feel like you've had a string of shit occurrences and shit luck. I can't speak. You might be having issues with your throat chakra. By the way, I like that rose-colored top. I'm just going to say it. I know you can't see it because the lighting's shitty. But you need to unplug and relax and do that healing work. Even though you're trying to manifest and get yourself up out of it, don't forget to take that time to heal and just chill for a minute because you've been through some stuff. Spirit says you need to, like me, today's the first day in a new place. And even though it's a couple hours, it is very like, oh, to me, like, I miss my dog, though. I'm not going to lie. It's really hard without my dog. She's my baby. Maybe you had to leave something behind, too, that's hard for you. We have shift the way to new potential. Create alchemy. You got to shift your perspective here. It's so easy for us when we're like going through something difficult to stay in the negative thoughts or stay in those angry thoughts. Like, listen, I have a lot of reason to be angry at my ex. I just don't want to give my energy there. I do have spurts where it's like for a second, but for the most part, I just tell myself that's not my one. And I might have to say it 50 times a day, but this is what you need to do. Whatever your situation is, I'm just using myself as an example to help you. Don't get caught up in those negative, like, I'm never going to have better, or it's never going to get better, or blaming yourself for things, or nitpicking things. Like, you can't go back and fix what was already done. Whether you're the guilty party or they are or whatever happened, you can't go back and fix it. We can only go forward. So focus more on the lesson and focus more on making a plan right now because you have create alchemy. You can manifest here. I'm seeing somebody writing with a notebook. A great way to manifest is to, this is what I do. I've done it a few ways. And they could all work for you. Most of them work for me. But when I'm trying to manifest, I have a specific spiritual journal that only I don't allow anyone to look at. I feel like in my in my own crazy mind, it takes the magic out of it. If someone reads it, it's kind of like when you make a wish and you tell someone it won't come true. I feel like if someone reads it, it's the same thing. So I'm weird. You don't have to do that. But you can just write it in the journal. Write down what you're trying to manifest. And just close it and leave it in there. In a couple days, do it again and see if your needs and wants are changing and what you're manifesting, because that is going to help you pinpoint manifesting specific things one at a time. I also write it on a piece of paper, and there's a couple ways that you can do this because I'm creative. I've done a few. You can get one of those Chinese lanterns that go up in the sky, and you can tie your manifestation to it. You can tie your manifestation to a helium balloon, or you can just write it on a piece of paper and burn it. Send it up to spirit, but it has to not just be something written. You have to spiritually, wherever you believe in, whatever your higher power is, it's like you're giving it, sending it up to them. So you have to believe that they're going to receive it. You're going to have to believe in magic for manifestations to come true. You can't be a skeptic and have why can't I say that word? Skepticism? Fuck, dyslexia. I can't say words or read them right sometimes. The distraction of shiny things. Ooh. Don't get distracted on 3D bullshit, basically. Having the best of the best, wearing the best of the best, having the best words to say, being the better person. It's all distraction to your manifestation and taking you off your spiritual path. 3D is so toxic right now in the world. I don't care where you live. I don't care who you are. This 3D world is extremely toxic with extremely toxic energy. Even if you are a happy, bubbly person, you're going to be finding it very difficult to remain that happy, bubbly person throughout your work week and this time, because the energy in the world is just sucking the happy and the good from our souls, because we have have very evil leaders, and not just in America, but worldwide. People that make the extreme decisions, evil motherfuckers. Bad. So the world is about to get crazy. I might do a video on that. I just feel like there's so much negativity that this is now transferring itself in people's lives. Like making us think that 3D bullshit is what is important, is what I'm getting at, and it's not. Having a nice house, I'm sure it's nice. Having a fancy car, yeah, I'm sure it's fun. Those things don't fucking matter. You can't take it with you when you die. They're not, although they're shiny baubles, they don't affect your happiness. Like it's a placebo. You can have that same level of happiness without having any material things. Happiness comes from here. You don't need things to be happy. And I think you're focusing on, maybe you want to reach a certain level of success, or have a certain level of things, or you want things that are better, and your spirit's like you're trying to manifest, right? You could be, maybe, for an example, it doesn't have to be your situation, maybe you're trying to manifest a bigger home, but you're going about it in the wrong way. Spirit is saying you're focusing on materialistic things. When you're manifesting, if you want a bigger house, you focus on, say you have 4 kids. So when you close your eyes, I picture a house where all my kids have their own room. And they have their own living room, and a big, to play with their toys, and a big yard to run in. Although those are 3D things, it's not materialistic or selfish. You're visualizing what you need for your family to run smoothly, instead of saying, Spirit, I want to manifest a mansion, and I want to manifest winning the lottery, and I want to manifest a car. I mean, I've been trying to manifest winning the lottery myself, but I don't depend on it. I'm like, Spirit, if you could, that would be great, but I'm not putting my whole life on hold waiting for that lottery to come in. So just be careful in how you're manifesting. Then we have creator water. This is like putting out fires in your life. Don't add to drama. Don't add fuel to the fire, but also trust your emotions. If you're feeling something is off and wrong, it is. Take a step back. Look at your life. What do you need to fix? Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. By taking that step back and just kind of giving it to Spirit and saying, okay, Spirit, show me what I need to know. And sometimes it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, like my situation, but it's for the betterment of my life. That person that I left, again, I'm not talking shit or trying to smear anyone's name, but they're not my one. They didn't treat me good, and I wasn't happy. And although it's hard and it's hurtful the way it ended, and there is still a level of sadness, I know Spirit did me a favor. You need to start looking at it. Whatever your situation is, even if it's a hard pill to swallow, it's exactly what you need in that moment. Whether it's somebody calling you out, and that might hurt your feelings, but at the same time, you're finally listening. It took someone to be harsh for you to see the truth. So although we ask for things, they don't always show us in nice ways. And I feel like you're sometimes taking things out of context, like thinking like you're cursed, or thinking that Spirit's out to get you, and they're not. Sometimes we need to learn things in a very hard way for us to learn in the first place. Spirit does try to do it the nice way, but we as people, we're stubborn, and we don't always see their signs, and we don't always see their lessons. So that's when they kind of flick you in the face with it, and it's a little hard. So if you're feeling like the world's against you, or odds are stacked in your favor, Spirit's coming in with that lesson because you haven't been paying attention, or you've been focusing on 3D things or all the wrong things and not on what is important. And they need to course correct you. And that hurts. sometimes. Majority of the time it hurts. Spirit isn't here to, yes, they want you to be happy. They want to comfort you when you're sad. They send the angels to help you through it. It's not like they just leave you alone, but their job isn't to make life easier for you. Their job is to teach you to be a better person and to get you on your path in life, because we all have a purpose here. And life might seem long and daunting, but it's not. It's short as fuck. And when it ends, the first thing you're gonna say is, man, I wish I had more time. Good, bad, indifferent. Man, I can't believe I died. Wish I had more time. I wish I could have changed a million things. So pay attention to your life and the lessons they're trying to teach you right now. Let's get some more. We got books. Ooh, maybe you're an author. Sorry, I'm getting downloads. Maybe it's because I've been watching this season, but I just got... If you don't watch the current season of American Horror Story, you're not going to know what I'm talking about, but I'll be able to describe it even if you don't watch it, and if you are watching it, you'll get it without the explanation. But in this season of American Horror Story, there's a little black pill, okay? And I can tell you without ruining it, because it's called the double feature. So they're moving into a whole new storyline. This storyline ended, so it won't ruin it necessarily. Because in the beginning they're doing two separate stories, so it's going to end halfway through and a new one's going to start. But anyway, there's a little black pill, and if you have any kind of talent, it heightens it. It makes you the best. Like if you're a writer, you will write novel after novel after novel, and they'll be bestsellers. If you're an artist, you'll paint the perfect picture. If you're a musician, you'll play the best. However, if you don't have any artistic talent, it turns you into a bald, creepy looking zombie, because mediocrity, however that fucking word is that I can't also say. Why do I do this? Weird hand symbols. I don't like it. Anyway, it basically turns you into a zombie if you have no talent. Either way, in order to keep taking these pills, you have to drink people's blood like a vampire. So you're technically murdering for your talent, or you're murdering because you're talentless. Basically, everything has a price. I think you're questioning in life if you have any talent. You're like the person in the room looking at the black pill. If I take this, am I going to be a zombie, or am I going to be a masterpiece? It's like you're on the point of swallowing that pill, not seeing the bigger picture of that comes at a heavy fucking price, and nothing in life is easy. And if it seems too easy or too good to be true, it's gonna bite you and suck your blood out. So be leery of that question to yourself. Do I have talent or don't I? Do you believe you have talent? Fuck everybody else. If you are a writer and you want to write a book, stop worrying about what other people are thinking and just write. Write until your heart can't write no more. And do something with it. And if you go to one person and they don't like it, go to a new editor and a new editor until you find someone who sees the magic of who you are. Again, it doesn't have to be a writer. I'm just feeling like you're questioning your skills and your talent. Maybe you could also be reading like self-help books and trying to see the bigger picture of, if I take this pill, is it worth it, kind of thing. Not that you're actually you get my metaphor, right? Is it worth it in the end? Is the price too much to pay? Yeah, artists, you're questioning, you have artistic abilities, whether you draw, write, sing, act, public speaker, whatever you do. You are talented. You have artistry, but you're questioning yourself so much and it's holding you back. Spirit's kind of calling you out. We have family and protected. You're worried about your family. I don't know if you're worried about if your family will last, or if you choose work over family, if you're going to lose your family for that, or if your I'm getting a couple different directions here. Where are you, Dick? Clarify. I know this is collective, but I just want to see what message they want me to go with. Yes, heart's desire. Maybe you want a family. Maybe you don't have a family. But to me, this is questioning, not only are you questioning your skills, you're questioning whether you can make something work, or if you're going to be a good parent, or if your artistry, or whatever sense of artistry that is going to have a negative effect on your family. But your job in life is to follow your heart's desire. And if that family is meant to stay together, it will. So if you're like contemplating, if I take this job and I have to travel, or I have to consume myself in work, am I going to lose my husband or wife and my kids? Because do I have enough in me to focus on work and my family too? If you're asking yourself that, yes, you have the capacity to have both. There has to be an equal give and take. However, that saying is discriminatory because life isn't always equal and fair. My point is, you always have to make an effort. If you work 40 to 60 hours a week, on those weekends or those days off that you have with your family, you need to be present. You need to be happy and give them your all, no matter if you're tired, what have you. Yes, it's important to self-care. Go to bed a little earlier, but you need to be present and focused just as much on your family that you do on your job, and you'll be fine. You are protected. Your talent is protected and your family is protected. As long as you, like I said, as fair and even as you can make it, because nothing is ever going to be fair and even 100%. One of you in the marriage is going to have to give a little bit more. Sometimes work is going to have to come above family things. Just don't always pick work over family, and don't always pick family over work. Use your intuition. Talk it out with your spouse. Talk it out with your family. Talk it out with your boss. Compromise. Compromise is key. Surrender to the divine. Surrender to that talent you doubt so much. Stop doubting it. Stop holding yourself back. We are our own worst enemy. That nobody can deflate us faster than ourselves. And your passion and your artistry is suffering from it, from your own lack. You are being the biggest bully to your own creative genius. And to let that go and to surrender it is going to tap unlimited creative potential for you. That's what I'm hearing. Focus on... Oh, let me get that. That's twice now. 1 second. Sorry, my phone was going off. It was just ads. Nothing important. Figures. But it went off back to back, and I thought it might be my sister or someone. Anyway, focus on your health. This could be getting in shape. I don't know why I'm hearing this. Cut out the salt. Maybe you're eating too much salt, which is not good for you. This could be getting rid of addictions, whether drug, drinking, not sleeping enough, oversleeping, being lazy, turning to more active, whatever sense it is. This is spirit giving you advice. You need to pay more attention to your health, so that this artistry in you can be withstanding and can come out better. Yeah, you have new beginnings, especially with career here. Big time. You got to let go of that doubt and that fear within yourself. You are your own roadblock. You are your biggest roadblock right now. And don't feel like I'm beating you up for that, because I've done this to myself a million times. I can't tell you how many books I wrote and just threw in the trash because I thought it was garbage. And I tell people that in the editing world, and their eyes get this big, like, don't ever throw it out. You don't know. Just give it to us to read. But I always, like, I don't want to put my name on anything that's shit. Like, if it's not something that I feel is up to my own potential, I toss it. And that's so bad. That's selling myself short. One of those novels I threw out could have been a fucking bestseller by now. I just doubted myself. So don't do that, because you're going to regret it like I did. You have change coming as far as career. You might be changing careers here. You could be changing love partners as well, but this is more towards career. Also getting out of bad luck and toxic situations, toxic work environments for something that's more healthier for you to get out that creativity. Like if you're a musician, say you have a label or you work with a label and they just don't understand your creative genius, or they're always trying to change your work and it makes you feel like you don't have a talent, that's not the recording studio for you. You might be finding someone who's like, what? I love this song. This is genius, and sees your mastery. You might just be surrounded by people who are jealous of your artistic ability. You don't have to be a singer. I just feel like whatever you do, you're very creative. Like if you're in advertising, you come up with the best pitches. If you're like a director, you could make, or a producer, you could make something great. If you're a writer, you could make a bestseller list. Like whatever it is that you do that's artistic, brilliance. Brilliant. Spirit is saying, why do you doubt yourself? You need to change that mentality. The world needs to see your art and hear it. I heard see and hear, so I'm not sure what you do. So give yourself the best. That's chances. Give yourself the best thoughts. Like, I do have talent. There will be someone out there that appreciates my genius. This just isn't my work situation. I need to find a studio or a place where I can create my own genius. Treat yourself as far as career. Like if you're somebody who is an artist, transform a room in your house. Just by creating that Zen space for you to go, you're going to start painting more. You know what I mean? You want to feed this creative genius. Clean up your mess. Get rid of that toxic energy. I think you've made a lot of mistakes as far as career because you're listening to the wrong people. The people that don't. They might see your potential and they might lean heavily on it, but it's like you're always doing things that don't feel right in here, which makes you question your own self because you're not following your soul tribe or your soul family. You're following people that, I hate to say it, but they could be using your talent. They could be using your potential for their own gains. I think they only care about money and they only care about an image and they don't care about the detriment of your talent, your name, and your life. Get rid of these people. They're either riding your coattails or they're jealous and not helping you propel forward. They're purposely keeping you back. Or they could just be after, like you're just a meal ticket. You shouldn't ever, no matter you're artistic or not, you should never work for someone who only thinks of you as a meal ticket. They're never going to respect your work. They're never going to see your potential. And as a fellow artist myself, they will suck your soul out. For sure. Thank God, be thankful. Stop focusing on all the things that went wrong and start being thankful. Like, wow, I really do have a talent. I was born with this. Like, thank you, Spirit, for giving me this ability or giving me this strength to clean up my mess and get away from this toxic environment. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't focus on your failures. Just whatever failure happens to you, that just wasn't your thing. Your thing is going to come. That's Spirit pushing out what isn't good for you and making room for what is, even if it takes a while. Like, for example, I'm going to bump my gums while I do your next. We're doing Oracle of the Unicorns. I used to want to be an actress, right? I was diehard when I was little. I'm going to be the next Julia Roberts. I loved her, but I talked myself out of that dream because I listened to everybody telling me how hard it is to make it, or I don't have the right body, or I don't have the right look, or I'm going to get typecasted. Anyway, I let society and the world in general talk me out of that dream. And as an adult, I do regret it, but I do also think that wasn't my life purpose at the time. But I let the world take my creativity. Again, I'm not bragging, but I used to be in theater in school and I was really good. I used to get the leads. But I still questioned my ability. I still thought I was a shitty I won awards at my school, and I didn't feel like I deserved that award. I thought I was fucking shitty. I wrote plays that we acted out, and I was like be sweating bullets giving that play to my theater teacher, thinking my work was fucking shit. And even when they liked it, accepted it, and it became the play, I still didn't accept that talent was mine. Like, so I'm just saying, as a fellow artist, I think this is a part of our spiritual growth as an artist. I have yet to meet an artist that didn't have that insecurity within and always chasing and seeking approval, because we're always trying to prove ourselves wrong. Every artist has that in some sense. It's just part of being an artist. Are you going to let the world talk you out of your genius, or are you just going to say, take it or leave it, world? And if I was you, take it or leave it, Felicia. Alright, let's get back to your reading. We got intuition, innocence. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sound effects today. Anyway, trust your intuition, especially when you're choosing people to work with and projects and companies to work for. Trust your instincts. Stop second guessing and start listening. Especially if you're getting those vibes where you're just someone's meal ticket, or they're trying to steal your work and make more money. Like, I don't know. What's a good example? Like a production company. Like, yeah, let me buy your movie for $100,000. And they talk you down and they say, like, well, it's going to be like a B movie, so I can only give you that much. And then they go and make $100 million off your movie, knowing it's a masterpiece. But at those meetings, they made you feel like it was nothing so that they could pay you less. Be leery of that. Trust your intuition. Innocence here is be that child where you didn't care what other people thought about your artistry. You just believed anything was possible. Like when I was a kid, I could picture in my mind on stage with like flowers being thrown at me, like, oh yes, I'm an actress. You know what I mean? Like I had no doubt in my mind that would happen. Like I was like, that's gonna be my life. I was a child. I didn't know what rejection was. I didn't know what reality was, and I just believed it was possible, and I believed it so much. Adult or not, you need to get that back. Be innocent with your artistry and let that inner child come out, because mastery comes from being grown and doing your job as an adult and your inner child. Especially if you're a creative genius or work in a creative endeavor, that childlike imagination, wonder is what makes you an artist. Because as an adult, you didn't lose that childhood wonder. Even if you doubt yourself, half of your brain is still stuck in that child wonder. That's where creative genius comes from. Your childlike wonder, no matter how old you are. You're going to grow in strength and your skills. The more you start to step back away from people who tell you what you're good at, what you're not good at, the more you stop listening to your negative thoughts and start saying, you know what, I am talented. I am good enough. That's going to grow your strength and make you a better artist again in whatever field you're working in. Partnership. Ooh, you might partner with somebody in the future. This could be you getting scouted for something. This could be you finally finding that person that isn't just about money and sees your genius and is so much a fan of what you do that they just want to help you. A positive partnership is coming for you. Yes, have the courage. Again, with the strength and courage. Go for it. Don't take less than your worth. Especially in like agents or in companies or wherever you work. It doesn't even have to be a creative, like super creative job. You could just do something like click. Oh my god, why can't I speak? I was in printing, I can say this word. I have throat chakra issues. This Mercury retrograde, it's bad. No matter if it's like, maybe you just write greeting cards, or maybe you work at like Disney World and you act out one of the princess. It doesn't have to be a grand scale of something. You gotta believe it. Have the courage to believe in your convictions and have compassion for yourself. Rejection is hard. We all have those thoughts where we don't feel like we're good enough. And have compassion and stop being a bully to your own self. Because like I said, it's holding you back in your life. All right, we're going to close out your reading with the wisdom of the oracle. All right, let me get a clarifier for this first one. Look at you. Very soon in the near future, you're going to be telling your truth. That you want to work, whatever work environment it is you want. Like, I don't know if you can see how they're holding trunks, right? They're walking in a line, all supporting each other. This is the kind of work environment that you want. You don't want somebody who's just riding your coattails. You don't want somebody who's hindering you. You want somebody who believes in your magic and you're not just a meal ticket. This is what you're going to be speaking about. This could be you letting go of a job, letting go of employees, letting go of managers, because you don't feel like they're by the book. You don't feel like they're treating you right, or paying you fair, or doing you justice. You got working hard on that higher power. This is you working hard on your craft and working hard on getting that creativity out, leaning on that third eye with the light coming up, shining the light on your own talent from the inside. I feel like you're going to be very creatively inspired. The minute you speak your truth and you release it out of your body, it's like now you're making room for that creativity to come out. And I just feel like you're going to be getting massive downloads, massive ideas. Whatever creative endeavor you're about to go down, it's going to be amazing once you get that toxicity out of your body and once you cut out those people that are doing you dirty, pretty much. They're not doing things the right way. You're going to have a regeneration in your life. This is you not doubting your abilities, but believing in yourself, choosing people that will uplift you better and not hold you back. You're going to have a whole new lease on life. You're going to be so much happier as soon as you let go of burdens and self-doubt and people that are toxic. Yeah, you're going to be exchanging your gift on a world scale. I feel like you're destined to be famous for something. I'm not going to sugarcoat here. You have gifts, whether it's acting, singing, writing, you have a gift. But you need to come home to yourself, and you need to believe in that talent for you to be able to release it and tap into it. Let those gifts out. Let the world see you. Honey child, you're a unicorn. Go out in this world and be the shiniest, the prettiest, the most beautiful maned unicorn you could imagine. I'm a fucking unicorn. I'm a weirdo. And if they don't like my creative genius, I'll just keep right on walking. That's what you need to do, because eventually someone out there is going to recognize my creative genius and my skills and see my potential in whatever field I end up in. So as long as you're true to yourself, someone's going to see that, appreciate it, and the people that are... Spirit will push the people that you need to get that success. As long as you're true to yourself, as long as you come home to yourself, speak your truth, stop doubting yourself. Let's get a few more. Oh, jeez. Sunday brains. Oh, and I put these upside down. Let me get a shuffle. Right out. Yeah. Amen. Change this way comes, a tower moment. You're going to get fed the fuck up with these people who are leeching off you, making you feel like you don't have talent, or using you for money. You're going to get a leg up from spirit and in your industry, whatever industry you're in. Like I said, someone's going to come in and see your true worth. This is you getting scouted for something, or you being asked for a project, and that's going to kick off this change. And you're going to realize where you've been and what you've been doing is not for you. You need to get rid of this and go towards this change. This is you embracing a creative life, embracing a new career here. And it's all going to happen in divine timing, exactly when it's meant. Your rise up, it doesn't matter how old you are. Do you know people become famous when they're like 50 or something? A lot of the time, people become famous later in their life. It is very rare that somebody becomes famous for something when they're young. They usually have to be a prodigy or come from money or have a damn good agent. Most people in their 30s and 40s and 50s is when they grow that comfortability to be themselves in their own skin. They're like, what have I got to lose? I've come this far in my life and I'm just going to take my shot. And that wisdom comes with age. So don't worry about age. I don't care if you're 99.9 years old. You can still be famous at 100 if that's what is meant for you. You know, age is, I'm just feeling the need to tell you, age is nothing but a number. Age has no definition to your success. It doesn't matter how many times you failed or had rejection or fell on your face or got told that you weren't the right one. All of that is pushing you towards what is right and pushing you towards that success. You needed to feel all those feelings to become a master in your field. Stop doubting your talent. Even when you win awards, like me. I won an award, I'm like, what? I'm still a shitty actress. Like, I need to go to school, and there's so much I have to learn. And everyone's like, you know, I didn't see it. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just trying to tell you, I've been in your shoes. Where even when people were telling me that I had potential and I should go to college for that, I talked myself out of it. Don't fuck up like that, please. Please? Because you're a genius. You're a fucking genius, and whatever you do, your craft, you're going to be all right. You're going to get that divine timing. Maybe you could have just recently gotten an award, and you're thinking, like, I don't deserve this. That's for some of you out there. Stop it. You did deserve it. That's why you won it. Stop doubting your worth. Whether you've made it already or haven't made it yet, you're going to shine like a superstar, and everything's going to be gravy. Gravy train. As soon as you become your authentic self, become passionate, get rid of those dark thoughts, and stop with these people riding your coattails and squishing your potential. Go find the people that believe in your skills more than you do. Those are the people I want on my fucking ship. My super fans. Because they believe and they inspire, and they don't. There's no room for negativity when people believe in you for the right reasons. When they believe in you for the wrong reasons, that's when the tower moments come. And you're having tower moments because you're surrounded by people who aren't uplifting your talent and potential. I'm just going to leave it there. I hope it was helpful to you. I love you all so much. I'll see you next time. Have an amazing Sunday. I'm going to relax and watch Hulu now. I'll see you all again soon. I'm not sure when I'll record. I kind of have to wait for, a moment to myself, or when it's quiet, when I'm not going to bother anyone. My sister, she's in college on online classes, so she's out here a lot doing her work, and I don't want to fuck that up. She's in college. And, my nephew, God love him, he likes to, if I have the cards out, he'll be like, right in the camera, not even saying words. There was a few times where I had to stop it and redo it. So if it's sporadic, I apologize. I'm just kind of a nomad right now and just going with the flow, and shit happens. I'll see you when I see you all. Have a good week. If I don't see you, my interview's Tuesday. I'll try to come on here and let you know how that worked out for me, especially if it's good news. Of course, if it's bad news, I might need a day to cry about it because I really want that job. But anyway, love you all. See you, bye.